From Gillette Stadium, this is the Foxboro Report. I'm Alex Barth. He is Evan Lazar for CLNS Media. This is brought to you by 1 in 100. If you're looking for concert tickets, game tickets, even Sunday night, Patriots, Chiefs, you can get in the building, all for a priceless slice of pizza and ice-cold beer. All you got to do, visit 1in100.co. Again, 1in100.co. Enter the raffle. They've got, again, concert tickets, game tickets. We're talking Patriots, Chiefs. You can be in the building to witness the supposed greatness that is Patrick Mahomes.
What a deal.
Right?
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes for the price of a beer. That's not bad. And we talked about Mahomes and what he's done up to this point this season on Wednesday. You can find that video on our Twitter page, at Patriots CLNS, on our YouTube page as well. But, Evan, I want to talk about Patrick Mahomes in the context of this Sunday night against the New England Patriots. We remember last year when Alex Smith came in with pretty much the same offense, the same tools, the same coaches, and shred the Patriots. Outside of the quarterback change, what makes this year different?
Well, I think there's a couple of differences. And the main one, outside of the quarterback change, is Sammy Watkins, right?
Okay.
So adding his threat on the perimeter to go along with Tyreek Hill kind of adds a different element, I think, than years past with this Chiefs offense, where it was really just Kelsey, Hill, and then obviously Hunt, who emerged in that Week 1 game last year as a kind of a three-headed monster. Sammy Watkins isn't quite, a four-headed monster, but he's a three-and-a-half-headed monster now. He adds just another guy that you have to worry about. So adding him to this offense, I mean, it's kind of unfair, honestly, to add a guy with that much talent to an already really good offense.
And it feels like Stephon Gilmore will get that draw. That is typically the kind of player they put him on.
Yeah.
And they may play some sides a little bit, but whatever they do with Stephon Gilmore, he was a big part of the problem last year. It was clear in his first game with the Patriots, he was not on the same page with the rest of the defense. He didn't know all the calls. He didn't know all the communications.
Yep.
And he got burnt time and time again in that game.
Yeah.
He's been here for a full year now. He's looked a lot better as of late.
Yeah.
How does having a focused and I don't want to say it's somebody who's filled in, but a more aware Stephon Gilmore, more experienced Stephon Gilmore affect what the Patriots can do defensively?
Well, I think that in this game, the biggest thing is going to be communication on the back end, right? They're not going to out-athlete the Kansas City Chiefs, so what they have to do is outsmart the Kansas City Chiefs. I think Bill Belichick talked about it today, about how great Jason McCourty is as a player in terms of communicating and high football IQ. Now you have Gilmore, who seems to be really paying attention to that, attention to detail, studying film, learning the playbook, learning the game plan. So now he's on in a right path. And then you have Devin McCourty and Duron Harmon, obviously, back on the back end, and Patrick Chung in the box. You have a lot of really experienced players. I talked about it in that piece that I wrote about with Jason McCourty and Stephon Gilmore as the CB duo. There's just a lot of experience in that secondary. Against a team like this where you can't really lose leverage, you can't really allow for a lot of one-on-one situations because you'll get beat, it's going to be good for the Patriots to have that experience.
All right, now Mahomes, the point that we're trying to make here, all building up to this. What do the Patriots need to do to not make him as much of a factor as he's been, to not be the victim of one of these 300-yard, 4-touchdown games?
I think there's three things that I would say that they have to do. Keep him in the pocket.
Yep.
You can't let him out of the pocket. You got to force him to beat you in the pocket. Number two, take away his first read, right? Make him beat you on his secondary and third read, right? Guys like Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill are often the first read, the focal point of the passing attack. If you can take that away and kind of make Patrick Mahomes hold the ball in the pocket for more than 2.5 seconds, we dropped that stat the other day. Yep. That is a big, difference maker for the Patriots. And the third thing is maybe get a little creative up front and blitz them occasionally, because the Denver Broncos, the Jacksonville Jaguars had some success of baiting him into some throws, into some bad decisions by getting him under pressure and getting him into blitz situations, because he's not 100% there yet in terms of setting protection. That's one thing that I think that veteran quarterbacks just have a leg up on some of these young quarterbacks just in general, because you don't really see everything in college that you're going to see in the pros in terms of...
Especially not in the Big 12.
Yeah, in terms of blitz schemes, right? So there's a lot of more creativity. Brian Flores, Bill Belichick are going to come up with blitzes that Patrick Mahomes just simply has never seen. And it's kind of hard to set up protection against a blitz that you've never seen before. So I think that's going to be another added element here.
And speaking of setting up those blitzes, you just kind of touched on it. Matt Patricia out, Brian Flores in.
Yeah.
The defenses look similar to what Patricia did last year under
spitting
Flores.
Image.
Is there anything you think, and this is getting into really nitty-gritty tendencies, but I know that's your specialty here. Is there anything you've noticed from Flores that you think he may try differently this week than the Patriots tried against Kansas City last time out?
Well, I think the one thing that I've noticed a little bit differently, and the Patriots were always a heavy stunt and game team up front, but they've done it a little bit more with a little bit more effectiveness this year, I think, than in years past. Those linebacker D-tackle stunts with Adam Butler and Kyle Van Noy have really been wreaking havoc over the last couple weeks and have led to a lot of pressure. Adrian Claiborne and Adam Butler ran another one and it forced Andrew Luck into that interception of Patrick Chung last week, gave a free run to the quarterback for Claiborne. So I think that they are moving the defensive line a little bit more, so it's not just a situation where everybody's rushing one-on-one and has to beat a block every single time. It's a little bit aided by scheme, a little bit of help. Even though it's still a four-man rush, it's a little bit more creativity than just beat the guy in front of you.
We will see if the Patriots have renewed luck against the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday night. We'll be taking you up to and through the game on our Twitter at PatriotsCLNS and online at CLNSmedia.com. From Foxboro, he's Evan Lazar. I'm Alex Barth for CLNS.